So I study what are the fields in the Salesforce. In Salesforce, field is used to store the data of the record. What is the use of the field? Field is used to store the data of the record. What are the data of the records that is stored in the field? The field can be either the standard and the custom field. So if I talk about the type of the field, so there is a two kind of the field. Is the one of the standard field, and second one is the custom field. They store they come the various type depending on the kind of the data and built to be hold. If I talk about the standard field, that there are the predefined by the Salesforce. What are the standard field? Standard field is predefined by the Salesforce. Don't confuse between the standard field and standard object. The standard object is a particular table like structure, and the standard field are the attributes of the tables. This all the attributes of the table is called as a standard field. I talk about the standard field. So every object like the contact, account, contact, opportunity, and extra object, they including the some standard field. If I talk about the, if you created any object, then there is a some field is automatically generated. That's automatically is generated field are the standard field. For example, standard field, if you created any custom object, then what are the standard field will automatically generated. That four field are that. One is a name field, created by last modified by and honor. These four fields are the generated automatically. Name, created by, last modified by, and honor. One definition of the standard field is also said that you can those fields which you cannot be deleted, that are the standard field. You cannot be deleted the standard field else, but you can be sometime rename or hide them. You can be rename it or can be hide them. If you see the in the diagram, there is a four field. It is go to the classic, then setup, then inside the case list there is a object, and you can find it here. The created by and last modified by. This is the data type, is the lookup type of the data type. Honor, it also lookup type. Lookup type is that means this is a lookup relation. There is a lookup type of relationship, but this is the auto number. It is a name type string is generated when you created any object. At least there is a one column, one field is that, the field is that name. Okay? How you can see this thing? You jump on the browser. Which one browser? Let's see. Where is the Brave browser? I open it, and for that you have the you jump from the where I have jumped the classic. Click here, and there is a button of the switch to the classic. In classic mode, there is a setup. There is a button setup. Click on it. After the clicking on that setup, there is a object. If you see in the built-in type, there is an object. This is an object. Click on it, and in click of you can see that there is a custom object, and custom object is that student. If you click to this object, if you clicking on this object, there is a standard field and the custom field, which is automatically generated. In this PDF, you can see that there is a one line is written, is that you can rename and hide them. So how many field in this you can rename or hide them? Honor and the student ID. These two field only you have the access to edit it. If click to edit, if you click to edit, then maybe the field name, field label, and field name, it automatically set. You cannot be rename them. And if I talk about the name field, in name field you can rename and you can change the data type, whether it is auto number, but there is a two option, and one of the is a text and the second one is the auto number. It depends on you what do you want to create. That means you only in standard field you can be only modify the name field. Is there is a custom field is that the Aadhaar number which is created by me. There is you can see that there is a two difference. One is there is no there is no delete button, but here there is a delete button inside it. So this is a difference you can see in here. Then understand the what are the standard object. Note, in every custom object these fields are the mandatory. I talk about these four fields are the name, created by, last modified by, and the owner. These four fields are the mandatory. And one of the things I observed that if here I open the standard object, what are the standard object is that the sorry, standard, not a custom object, which is that student. If I open the any account object, for example, if I open any account object, setup and field objects, in account object there is a multiple field in it, multiple standard field inside of this. That means the number I want to tell you that the number of the field in the standard object is greater than the number of the field in the custom object. That's why there is no button for the deleting the standard object, as I discussed that there is no button for the deleting the standard object. The standard field in the standard object is more than the any custom object. Whatever I told you that the in standard object there is a more number of the standard field is that. In custom object there is a less number of the standard field. In custom object there is a only the standard field is generated. Then custom field are the that's the user create for its especially for the business user, are created by the user. It created by the user and admin to meet the specific business need. If any business needs is required, then we create the custom field. You can define the field type. What are the field type? You can define its label, and the another property of the field type is that there is a various types of the field. I will discuss the what are the types of the field is that. In standard field, in Salesforce field there is some standard field and there is some custom field. If I talk about the standard field, I already said that there is a full field which is automatically generated by the Salesforce. First, which one is that name field, created date and last modified by, which one is the last person who modified it, and fourth one is the owner of that field. These four fields are the standard field, it generated automatically. And then there is a custom field. What are the types of the custom field? There is some certain types of the custom field. One of the text type, second one is the numeric type. What is the type? Numeric types and numeric. Third one is the date and time type field, and fourth one is a boolean field, and fifth one is contact information, pick list, relationship field, and the customer calculated field, and a specific field is the geolocation and the encrypted field. Metadata field is created by last modified, also a standard field often used to the custom logic used for the storing the any custom object logic. That's if I talk about the text field, there is a four kind of the text field is that. What are the kind of the text field? Text it used for the single line of the input. Then there is a text area. Third one is a text area. Text area is used for the multi-line input. Text area long is used for the taking the multi-line inputs, but it's longer than the text area. And fourth one is a text area reach. Text area reach. What a text area is used for the formatting of the text. And fifth one is the auto number. Auto number is used for the generating you generate the it kind of the name field is initially, and then in standard object there is a one field is called name. It is also kind of the auto number field. So if I talk about the text is the text is stored the alphabetical character. You can specify the length, single line of the input in the text. You can specify the length, whether the length is 15 or length is just 20. This all the things. Then text area allow the multi-line text input. What is the useful? Allow the multi-line text is input. Text area long for the longest text entries. For the longest text it is up to the 32,000 characters. Larger multi-line inputs for the longest note and the plain text is text area support the rich text formatting. That means bold, italic, extra. It kind of the bold, italic, list, and the image and extra things are also supported in that. This is a text type of the area. If I see that these are the text type of the area, the single of input, multi-line input, long, and the italic form of the formatting text. Then second one is a numeric format. If there is a numeric format, there is a three kind of the numeric format is the number. In number there is not a specific thing. You can be defined the what are the size of the number should be, what size of the number should be. You can define by you. And the second one is the currency. When you created the currency, it automatically fetches your country, and it indicates the sign whatever you have mentioned in your profile while you creating the profile and in your profile. Then currency is rupee symbol, and then there is a percentage. Percentage is used for the for what? Percentage. When you created the field of the numeric percentage, it when you mention any 100 thing, it automatically fetch the percentage. Note, it cannot be greater than the 100. Note it, if you try to enter the 101%, they give the warning that the number should not be greater than 100. If I talk about the date and the time, if I talk about the date and the timing purpose, then you can see that there is a standard. There is a syntax of YY. What is the syntax? 40, then it's month, how many month, and then date is a standard field. And this, if there is a standard date and the timing, then the date are the kind of that things that date is a kind of that. For example, y, this kind of them, then month, and then time of hour, time of t. There is a t time for the then hour, then minutes, and then second. That means y, and then months, then date, then t, then hours, and colon minutes, and then second. This is the way of the standard field define the date and what are the date and the time in the field of the operation. This all the things is and this third one is a boolean field. Boolean field, that means boolean is arrow is inside of that. You can write down what are the text with them, and there is one option. Initially, what do you want? Do you want to this checkbox is unchecked? Then you can click on this otherwise you can be marked as a checked. You can be marked as a checked.